Never let anybody see you sweat.
So I was born in New York City, and I lived there until I was 8 years old. I realized that I was a much better talker than I was a listener. I don't know what to say, I just don't like what you're saying.
Sorry, Your Honor.
I ended up going to law school at Georgetown, and I was a prosecutor for Janet Reno. I loved it because it was so raw. Were you cheating on her?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All rise.
Our show will be a mixture of education, I think you're misreading the law a little bit, and entertainment. My main goal is justice and the law. That's been my legacy, and the legacy I hope to continue into the future with the show.
Maria Fernandez claims she planned to be part of her father's wedding, then found out that he had eloped. Tony Fernandez says his Vegas vows were spontaneous, so his daughter should be happy for him.
All right, Miss Fernandez, you are suing your father, Tony Fernandez, for $1,000 because he lied about his wedding, causing you financial harm. And so you want the cost of the dress and lost wages. Tell me about the relationship between you and your father.
My father has been in and out of my life as is convenient to him throughout my life.
Was he around when you were little?
When I was little, not really. He might visit for holidays. He could visit. He had visitation. That's not the issue.
But he just chose not to exercise it.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless there was a woman around. If it made him look good or feel good, suddenly he was a father.
Okay.
So my entire life it's been that way, and then after I got out of college, we sort of started developing more of a relationship. I started seeing him more. He's been with one woman consistently, so I started having a relationship with both of them and was invited to their wedding.
Okay.
But for financial reasons, the wedding was canceled.
I canceled the event because I couldn't afford the venue.
Did Ms. Fernandez, did you, according to you, you expended money to be able to attend the event? Tell me about the custom dress and all that.
Yes, ma'am. So I did order a dress that was specific to his wife's needs.
Well, what do you mean by that?
She wanted a certain material. She wanted a certain color.
Yeah, but why? Why does she need you to dress a certain way? Were you going to be a bridesmaid, or was
wedding party?
You were in the wedding party.
For the pictures.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So
what was it she had requested?
This champagne-colored dress. The kind of material that you have to go get it tailored. I couldn't find it off the rack. It was approved by her.
What was the material?
It was silk.
Say it again.
It was silk.
Silk, okay.
So champagne-colored silk in a design that she approved, and I went and got it tailored to me.
Okay.
And so that altogether cost...
Does it look killer on you?
It looks fantastic,
okay.
But I didn't have...
Altogether, what did that cost?
Anywhere to wear it. It was $350.
All right.
So I had a $350 dress. I also had taken time off from work. I was out of paid time off, which means I had to take time that I was not going to be paid for to work. I was willing to do that because I'm developing this relationship with my father.
Right.
I'm working with him on it.
Right.
So I was just going to be out the money, and all of a sudden the event gets canceled. I'm just told, hey, we're pushing it. I'll let you know what happens.
Okay. Did you say anything to him when he called you to tell you that?
When he told me that, I tried to be understanding. You know, I was reasonably upset. I told him, hey, let me know as soon as you can.
Were you able to get your days back at work or no?
They didn't give anything back.
What do you do for a living?
The schedule was filled.
Yeah.
I'm a counselor, and so these things are just set up in advance.
Yeah. All right, so go on.
So I was not able to get my time back at work.
Got it.
The event had been canceled, the event that I had
He said it's pushed forward,
Yes.
is what, okay.
Yeah, but pushed around. We don't know what's going to happen yet.
Okay.
We talked, he said it's not happening, don't come for the rehearsal.
And how much advance notice did you have?
It was the week before.
Okay.
So.
All right, so what'd you do with your free weekend? Did you do anything fun?
I kind of moped.
You kind of moped? Are you kidding me? It's costing you to have this weekend. This is where you just, you turn Netflix. If nothing else, you freeze the house, put on cozy blankets, and watch Netflix. I mean, That's what we do in Miami. I guess you guys don't have to do that, but we have fireplaces in Miami, and we literally make it freezing in the house so we can turn the fireplace, because otherwise there is truly just for the cozy ambiance. All right, go ahead. So when do you next hear from him?
The next time I spoke to him was when I called him.
Oh, okay. Now that happened because your mother helpfully intervened. What'd your mother do?
My mother called me because he had posted, well, his friends had posted pictures on social media of his wedding.
Coming up on Justice for the People.
So what have you done since then to make it up to her? What efforts have you made to contact her?
I do call her. I apologize. She won't even take my call. She's not even talking to me now. And that's because of her mom. Her mom is probably jealous, of me because I got married first.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with the case of Maria Fernandez, who brought her father, Tony Fernandez, to court over a secret elopement.
Did the wedding take place?
When I got the money back from the venue, my future wife was upset, so I told her, okay, we'll do this. With this money, we can go to Vegas for the weekend. So we went to Vegas. Another couple went with us. Those were the ones that were putting up the pictures. So we're in Vegas, and we're driving around, and we saw one of those wedding chapels, the drive-through ones. And
every little girl's dream.
Yeah, I know. She was amazed, and I had never seen one either. So she said, hey, maybe we can do that. I said, you want to do that? All right, well, we can do that. Maybe we'll get some fries and a shake with that. But obviously, our friends started posting pictures, and I wanted to tell my daughter myself.
Well, why didn't you tell her that night?
Well, I was trying to enjoy
No, I know, but I mean, all right, your friends posted pictures when?
I didn't know. I didn't know when they posted.
When did you see it?
She said she saw it.
What day?
The same day.
No, right, but, the same day as the wedding was your impression?
The same day
Yeah, if your friends are posting pictures and you haven't told your own daughter, don't you think it might get to her?
Yeah, but I was trying to enjoy the moment, and I was going to tell her. I said, look, I even told my wife, I said, we need to tell her. I said, before we leave, before we go to the airport, I should call her and tell her, that things have changed. But when she called me, and she was already upset.
Of course she was upset, because your miserable ex-wife called her and told her and created havoc. By the way, that's a bad move on your mother's part, because it couldn't possibly bring joy to your world. And your mother should not be trying to stab at him and get to you in the process, and you should not be a casualty of her desire to stab him. Go ahead.
So I was trying to be a good dad, but I mean, I had a child, and I don't think I was ready, but I'm trying to do the best.
Well, I don't think you were a good dad.
Well,
now, you have the right to cancel your wedding, and you have the right to spontaneously elope. The problem is there's a bunch of damage you did to her psychologically when you did that. Okay?
And
so I hear you when you say I was trying to enjoy the moment, but even you knew, wow, there's one person I need to tell. So maybe you could have taken 5 minutes and moved to the side and called her and said, we eloped, but we're going to have a big party, and we want wonderful pictures in that dress, so I'll let you know when the party is. Don't you think that it would have been different for her to hear that from you, that she was important enough to find out you eloped first before it got published to the world? It was just one more act on your part of putting her on a shelf.
And I apologize for that. I mean, I did. Like I said, I'm a good person, Your Honor. I'm a good man. But sometimes, you
may be a very good man. You're kind of a crappy father.
We make mistakes.
I know you make mistakes, but you've been making a lot of them. And she is trying.
No.
She is trying. You had to know that this was a bad idea. She was geared up to be part of your wedding party. And then you cancel it, then you elope. You have the right to do all that. That's neither here nor there. But my God, you don't tell her about it, and then you expect there's not going to be a backlash. So she calls you and she tells you, so you got married anyway. And what do you say to her?
Well, I told her, look, baby, we're going to have a celebration afterward. You can still wear that dress, and I'm willing to work around her schedule so she can come and enjoy it and stuff like that. We can have it whenever she wants to. The bottom line, I want the whole family to enjoy it, not just her. But I want her in my life. Look, we were establishing a relationship already, and I thought it was going good, and I was feeling good about it. And yes, Your Honor, I did mess up and stuff. But like I said, I made a lot of mistakes before, and that's one that I regret. I wish I could jump in a time machine and go back and fix it, but I can't. So I'm trying to do the best now.
So
but
what have you done since then to make it up to her? What efforts have you made to contact her?
I do call her. I apologize. She won't even take my call. She's not even talking to me now. You know, and that's because of her mom. Her mom is probably jealous, you know, of me because I got married first.
Viewers asked, and now Judge Milian has the answer.
The question is, my neighbor's cat likes to walk on my car almost every night. I love cats, but I'm tired of the paw prints on my windshield, hood, and roof. What can I do?
I love cats, so I'm not going to say, oh, get a big angry dog and tie him up next to the car. But there are things you could do. You could get this device that you and I used once for one of our cats that was going up on the sofa and doing something he shouldn't have been doing.
The scat mat.
Scat mat, yeah.
And it has just a very, very low-level, safe little electrical shock, which is annoying to the cat. So then the cat starts to avoid your car.
Right.
Would you talk to your neighbor? I mean, because the cat has a right to be, you know, that's the critter has a right to be outdoors, and your car is outdoors where the critters are. So would you talk to your neighbor and say what? What would you say to them?
Well, that's got to be step one. I guess you're right. Go talk to your neighbor.
I mean,
is to say,
because
hey,
what are you going to say? Keep your cat off my
control your
car?
cat.
No, they don't have that obligation.
Right, and cats don't listen anyway.
Right. So if I were to
whatever they want.
I guess I might tell them, look, I think I'm going to put a scat mat. It's, you know, here's the information on it so they don't think I'm trying to hurt their cat. I guess if I was going to do that.
And it's not just cats that will walk on your car.
No, we've had.
In fact,
we had a peacock.
A peacock, yes. A peacock
Oh,
the other
it was
day.
beautiful. A beautiful peacock.
Jumped right up on the gate and was sitting on our front gate.
Yeah, that was nice, except for that when we realized the peacock was on our property, the peacock was chicken necking on it was pecking my car, thinking it was another peacock.
It saw its reflection on the side, and it's mating season for them, and he was like, I'm not putting up with this, and he started
and he's
banging
just pecking
into
at my car. And you're like, oh, look how pretty. I'm like, get that thing off my car.
Yeah, it was quite the contrast. Oh, how beautiful. And you're like, get it out of
I'm like, it's pecking my car. It's denting my car. You know?
Coming up.
I'm an adult. Yeah. It doesn't have to be because of my mom. If he wanted to be a good father to me at any point in my childhood or any time since I've been an adult, he could have been.
You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with the case of Maria Fernandez, who brought her father, Tony Fernandez, to court over a secret elopement.
Ma'am?
Yeah, let me hear from you.
I'm an adult.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be because of my mom.
No.
If he wanted to be a good father to me at any point in my childhood or any time since I've been an adult, he could have been. And we've been taking this time, and I've been working on like, okay, maybe he's doing better. Maybe he's doing better. And then he does this thing that's the same thing he always did.
Ms. Fernandez, I am not in your shoes. I cannot possibly know what you have gone through throughout your life and coming to terms with your father. I think that you are wrong to feel slighted because someone eloped. Like, that's not, of all the things that you have to be mad at him for, that's not one of them. And when I see somebody overreact to something, I understand that it's really about something else. So you're mad, not because you really truly think people don't have a right to elope, but because he deprived you of the opportunity to be a witness at his wedding, which would have been a big thing for you, because it would show that you are family to him. And he flippantly erased that out of your life. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Coming up.
Do you want to have a relationship with your father, or are you just done?
I would love to have a relationship with my father, but I can't have a relationship with him where he's the only thing that matters.
You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with the case of Maria Fernandez, who brought her father, Tony Fernandez, to court over a secret elopement.
Let me just ask you, do you, as you sit here, I know you're angry and that's why you filed a lawsuit, do you want to have a relationship with your father, or are you just done?
I would love to have a relationship with my father, but I can't have a relationship with him where he's the only thing that matters. It's very important that he respects me as
If
an
you had
adult.
the choice to say anything to your father right now, turn around, look at him, and tell him how he made you feel. Never mind the case. I want you to tell him how he made you feel.
You've always loved yourself more than you love me.
That's not true, baby. That's not true.
You show me it.
Did he make an effort to reach out to you and you haven't wanted to talk to him?
Since the wedding, yes, ma'am.
What's it gonna take, you know, because people make mistakes. I'm talking about what he did while you were growing up. I'm not talking about eloping. He has a perfect right to elope. You're having a strange reaction to it only because of all the baggage. So what's it gonna take for you to forgive him? Time? Effort? Tell him, because he wants the game plan. He wants to know.
Whatever you want, baby. Tell me. I promise in front of the judge that I'll do whatever you want me to do, because I do want a relationship with you. I do love you. I'm very proud of you, and I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm very sorry.
It does take time and effort, and it's really hard for me to trust you at all when you say you're going to do the right thing, because you always do the right thing for you. And I want to believe that's going to change, but I have to see it over time.
Judge Milian's verdict when justice for the people returns. You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian.
Ms. Hernandez, let me just tell you a few things, though. You have to set the bar where the bar should be. And people deciding to elope is entirely up to them. Again, I think that you are judging that action as a personal affront to you, and it's really not. I don't think you're right about it being planned, but it doesn't even matter if it was planned. It's his life, and he can decide how he's going to get married. Have you talked to the wife since then, or no?
No.
Yeah.
She hasn't tried to call me either.
Right. You thought maybe she should?
I thought
Okay,
she should.
put that on the list of things. All right. I'm not going to order him to pay you your lost wages and time. That's just a bridge too far. I think far more specific to the missed wedding weekend opportunity is the $350 of the dress. I am going to order him to reimburse you the $350 of the dress. And that's what we call in the law compromise. Take a hint.
Yes.
Good luck, folks.
Thank you.
All rise.
Judge Milian has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant owes $350.
Like I said, I do love you, baby. I've loved you since you were a baby. And I still love you the same today.
I love you too, and I wish that we didn't have to go through this, but we did.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.